This matchup, when you don't know it, it's over here. It's like beyond 7-3. Baiken's like down here. This is how hard this matchup is when you don't understand what to do. Okay? The more you learn it, it gets closer all the way up here. Right? And now I've been cooking so many Baikens, I forgot what it is to struggle in that matchup. I'm going to keep it a buck. I could be robbed. Right? But I don't feel like it's really that bad this patch. Her far slash could be whiff punish. Chipp has a lot of tools for dealing with Kabari and parry and all that stuff. And you know what I'm going to do too? While I'm doing this, I'm going to show you guys in the game. Yeah, that works. So let's talk about Happy Chaos. That guy's name was Longest John. Hilarious. Okay. Alright. Alright. He loses every matchup bad. He loses everything, guys. We're just gapping. We're just gapping, dude. The aesthetic of the tier list is gangster. Alright, let's talk Happy Chaos. Okay. My opinion on this matchup is Chipp either loses clearly or slightly loses, in my opinion. Okay, so Chipp slightly loses this matchup. What makes it really fucking hard is if we're talking in the neutral, is that Happy Chaos has like a lot of buttons that just make it really difficult for Chipp. Okay? Namely his 2K. His 2P2, but his 2K specifically, super annoying. So, you see that? You see how it doesn't, I can't hit him? See that? How do I deal with that? You know? This button too. I can't 5K. Right? The thing with Happy Chaos is like his neutral is just really, really hard for Chipp to deal with. You have to like really, really like predict whether they're gonna backdash, right? And if not, you know, like you're kind of fucked. The DLC 2Ks go a long way. So to me, because the neutral is just like in his favor because of 2K and 2S kind of controlling, I have a lot of trouble getting in. However, and I wish I could show it, Chipp has some advantages in the matchup as well. Okay? Chipp is better at whiff punishing than him. So if I notice like the Happy Chaos is just throwing buttons, I could play at this range and engage as soon as I see him with anything. Do you know what I'm saying? It kind of boils down to like least committal options and like who could dominate in the neutral. Happy Chaos does win the neutral and he outdamages Chipp. So I'm going to go ahead and say that Happy Chaos wins. It's really hard to get in on him. 2K is abnormally difficult to deal with for Chipp. Chipp doesn't have the health to contest with him. They're both trying to use their least committal options the whole matchup. And Happy Chaos just dominates with 2K. I'm going to keep it short for every character. 2K. What do you think about this matchup, Tiger Pop? I think Chipp loses slightly. 48 in this patch. What do you think? Okay. Bridget. I'm going to go ahead and say Chipp slightly wins. Okay. Bridget kind of has like a tough time. I kind of changed my opinion on this matchup quite a lot. At the beginning, I thought Chipp was like over here. I really struggled with like learning how to get in on her and how to like deal with her in neutral. But a lot of matchups in this game, like until you know, you're just going to get cooked, right? But once you kind of realize like where her strings end and how you deal with, you know, her flying in the air as yo-yo, it becomes a lot easier to deal with. And I'm at this position right now where Chipp slightly wins because you could just like whiff punish her really well. You could deal with the yo-yo really well. I'm learning the matchup more and more. And you just kind of like fuck her up if she, you know, if you block a DP. She can't really keep Chipp out well. 5K 2D is excellent against her in the matchup as a whiff punish tool. 5H is really good against her. She can't really trade with you. It's really hard. It's really hard for Bridget. But if you don't know the matchup, if you do not know the matchup, okay, it's really hard for Chipp. But that's every matchup for Chipp. You guys know, like, Chipp is one of those characters that, like, you can't autopilot at all. Like, your autopilot, you know, your default neutral doesn't work. You have to know every matchup super well or you're just going to get bodied. So that's the thing with him. All right, Jacko. Jacko, I'm going to put either Chipp loses slightly or just Chipp loses. I'm kind of in there, you know? And I'm going to show you the reason why real quick in training mode. Chipp does have some advantages in the matchup, but Chipp, I'm telling you, man, what he really fucking sucks against are problematic 2Ks. Exactly. Really strong 2Ks. I'm going to put that Chipp loses slightly here, probably. All right. It's the same thing. She could kind of spam that button really well. See how I can't hit her? I have to kind of get lucky. I have to like play the neutral like over here. Because the Jacko could just keep out like really well with 2K. Anti-air you well. Kind of mix in her block strings well. There's more to it. But I wish I could play her and just show you like her strings. But she could hang Chipp in neutral, bro. That's my opinion. It's hard to get in on a really good Jacko. 2D is really, really strong against. If you get in the corner and she's able to do her super, you're gonna be in a really, really fucked up situation where your risk is gonna crank and she's gonna do a 5D and you're gonna die. Okay. But generally speaking, Jacko with good defense, good neutral control with her 2K, really hard for Chipp to get in on. Really hard. Really hard. In my opinion, slight Jacko favor simply because of the 2K 2D. So I'm going to put Chipp slightly loses, but it's probably, it could be worse. But I'm going to put it right over here. I think this game is super balanced right now. I'm going to stick my 5K out and you're going to stick your 5K out. And then whoever wins, wins. I'm talking about Chipp, of course. We're going to fucking 5K battle, and I'm going to throw a 2K, and you're going to far slash, and I'm going to far slash, and whoever hit it faster wins. That's the matchup. All right. Baiken. All right, so Baiken, I've come on a long way on. And I really want to say that it's over here. It's kind of not really that bad. It's kind of overblown. It's overblown with like how bad it really is. It's a little overblown. It's between, I mean, I want to say Chipp loses, but it's not like impossible. It might even be over here, maybe, but I don't think it's that bad. It's hard though. Like this is the thing about this matchup though. Is that I'm talking about like at the higher levels, like the highest level, right? This matchup, when you don't know it, it's over here. It's like beyond 7-3. Baiken's like down here. This is how hard this matchup is when you don't understand what to do. Okay? The more you learn it, it gets closer all the way up here. Right? And now I've been cooking so many Baikens, I forgot what it is to struggle in that matchup. I'm going to keep it a buck. I could be robbed. Right? But I don't feel like it's really that bad at this patch. Her far slash could be whiff punish. Chipp has a lot of tools for dealing with Kabari and parry and all that stuff. Once the Chipp does all the shit that you're supposed to do, it's you know, it's not that bad. Unless I'm just gapping all the Baikens. You could whiff punish far slash, yes, with 2K. I made a video today on it, which is gonna go on my YouTube, probably in a few days. But yeah. So her far slash could be whiff punish by Chipp's 2K. I'm gonna put Baiken and show you guys. Only Chipp could Chipp could whiff punish that. Oh, what up, Sherwin? I said that I could whiff punish / slash. I never said I couldn't. I said that it's difficult to whiff punish. Right? It's really hard with / slash. Super, super hard with / slash to do it. You see? If they just mash that shit, look at that. I can't / slash that. Look at that. Right? Can't. If I see her do that, I'm going to try to whip punish. I'm going to get counter hit. You see that? However, Chipp has a tool with dash 2K. That's the only type of whiff punish option you can. So it can be whiff punished. So, like I said, Baiken, she is really strong. But Chipp has Gamma Blades to deal with the parry. Chipp has Alpha Blade. You know? 2D doesn't really work there. I can't whiff punish that with 2D. What do you mean? Very hard to do with 2D. Very hard. On reaction? No way. It's too slow. So yeah, I've come a long way on this matchup. I feel it's not that bad for Chipp. It's bad for Chipp for sure, but it's not terrible. It's just hard to learn. There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit to learn. So, my opinion, Slip slightly loses. It's not that. It's bad because Baiken does a lot of damage. You can't really RPS well in the matchup. If she just commits to mashing and doing parry, you could be fucking dead on 1 or 2 bad guesses. It's hard matchup to learn. You can't safe jump her. You can't you can't play it like you normally do. You have to play a version of rock paper scissors that you might lose, and you have to be okay with it. But I've come down a lot on it. She can't anti-air well. And Gamma Blades, Alpha Blades help. You have to play super different. It's a hard matchup to learn. It's not easy. It took me a long time. I'm glad that South Florida had AJ, a very, very strong Baiken. I got to play him a lot. Hundreds of games. So that's my opinion on that. Soul. I want to say at the higher levels, it's going to be between even and Chipp slightly loses. Okay? The reason being is that Soul kind of out damages him. You know, Soul with a good read, with a 2K, with a 2S being a problem in the matchup, it becomes really, really difficult. He could kind of murder Chipp super quick with good damage. There's a reason, and I asked Ty specifically this, there's a reason why he didn't play Chipp against, Mochi's Soul, and it's because he says that he doesn't like fighting characters with a lot of firepower with Chipp. It's really bad. So he doesn't like the matchup. He doesn't like using, because they play all the time, he doesn't like using Chipp against Mochi's Soul because of the damage output. He also has a pretty good 2K. He has a good 2S. Far Slash is basically a K normal in the matchup. He has a reversal. Very hard. Very fucking hard. I'm going to say Chipp slightly loses. Ram is even, or Chipp slightly wins. But I'm going to say it's even. Chipp has... They both want to do the same thing. They both have K normals that are super fucking annoying to deal with. They both, kind of play the same game. Grounded control for neutral. What else? They have a good amount of options. Let's talk about Ram really quick. So Ram, here's where Chipp does good in the matchup. Right? If she does some shit like that, I could actually punish her. Or take my turn back right after that, and she has to commit to throwing a sword. You know what I'm saying? I could whiff punish her like crazy. She can't use a lot of those moves well against me. You know? She has to be very careful of whiffing anything against Chipp. And it's the same for me. We both want to play the mid-range game with K normals. You know? This button, super strong against Chipp. Look, I tried the far slash. I'm trying to far slash. What do I do against this? You know? Very hard. Let's wait for it. Let's react to it. Oh shit. I can't whiff punish it. I have to be very careful. I can't do it on reaction. It has to be like a wish punish. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't 2K it. See? So, look at this. I'm only showing a few things for each character that make the matchup hard. Ram's 5K is fucking annoying to deal with in the matchup. Her 5K, her damage output. You know, I don't even know how to do her super. How do you do her super? It's down forward, down forward? What the fuck? That's better than a DP. That's an easy ass input. Damn. Okay. All right. So, yeah. She melts Chipp. They kind of want to do the same thing. They fight with a lot of K normals. I'm going to say it's even. I'm going to say it's even. Yeah, she has a lot of... Yeah, in before the sword toss on Wake Up incident. Yeah. Yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, I accidentally fuck up a DP and she just murders me for it. Fuck this character. A lot of Rams hate this matchup. Because I think similarly, Ram is used to just murdering everybody. You know, Ram players are used to murdering everybody, especially on the early patches. They were just used to far slashing their way into fucking top 8s. You know what I mean? But then they realized that they can't throw buttons out like they can normally against Chipp. Chipp just fucks her up. So then they have to learn it. And then once they learn it, it's like more even. And it's the same for Chipp too. A good Ram is fucking annoying. You know? Last patch Ram won, in my opinion. Now it's probably even. Okay. I'm gonna say Chipp probably wins clearly against Axl. But it's not as bad as people say. Axl players want to say that it's like up here. That Ram is like not even here. It's like so impossible. But like when you fight a really good Axl as Chipp, it definitely feels like you have to take a lot of committal options against him. Like you kind of have to like, you know, maneuver around his 2K well. You have to watch out for 2H and whiff punish him really hard for throwing anything. You can't really jump at him. You have to be super patient. Chipp definitely wins. But on a good day, an Axl could fuck you up. You know? On a good day, an Axl could fuck you up. That's what I'm saying. It's a sweaty winning matchup. If the Chipp plays perfect, no mistakes, Chipp wins. You know? Even I'm tempted to put it right here, bro. I am tempted to put it here. You know, because if I'm telling you, man, Axl will be fucking getting away with murder sometimes, dude. That matchup is hard. In this patch, because the thing is, people are underrating how much better Axl is this patch. In my opinion, Axl is so much better this patch. You're saying it feels like a 55. This is like Chipp wins 60-40. Do you know what I'm saying? 55-45. You know? 52-48. Like slightly Chipp wins because the thing is, this game is like really, really even right now. You know? No, because there's characters that you feel like have a slight advantage. No, because it's not even. There's characters that have like a slight advantage. And it's just an easy way to show it. 55-69. Yeah, let's go. Alright, what about Leo? I'm gonna put him here. Leo is fucking annoying. I want to say it's even or Chipp loses slightly, like 48. It would be fair for me to put it here. I think it's hard. I think 2K is really hard for Chipp to deal with in general. You're farther reaching 2K. If I make even a slight mistake with the whiff punish, It could be hard, but I don't know. It's like slight. I want to say it may be slightly in Leo's favor, but it could be probably close to even. My first impression was to put it even. But you gotta. The thing is that it's again like it's one of those matchups where like it used to be super bad. It's still not great. As a Chipp player, you gotta play it super exceptional. You're not allowed to make mistakes. You gotta play like a god. If you're able to play it at the highest level, and you know the matchup, you know how to block back turn. You could react to the run through sometimes. Of course, you're not always gonna fucking react to run through it. You're not gonna always fucking grab it. So yeah, bro. I think it's even. I'm gonna say it's even. The DP is annoying, obviously. What up, IDK? What up, Red Ditto? Good games today, dude. Good games. I should put for you winning earlier. I should put this bitch over here, dude. Fuck that. Fuck that with your 5K bullshit, dude. But yeah, Ram is pretty even. Nago, bros. I don't know, man. This matchup used to be like over here. Last patch. Oh my god, it was so bad. It was so bad. But this patch, I'm gonna put him over here. I might even put him here, man. I don't like this matchup. But honestly, it's only Nubenheimer. When I play Nubenheimer, I'm like, this matchup is or Snorlax. I fucking can't stand this shit, dude. I can't stand it because the damage output. It's a hard matchup for Chipp to play. But yeah, if you survive to 2 blood, you win. But even then, you could fuck up. He could fucking all in you and you could die. But it used to be impossible. But I want to say it's like probably over here. I don't like it. I'm still learning the matchup better every day. It's really, really hard. Really, really hard. Nago is way more manageable this patch, but at the highest level, once you fought like the way Nubenheimer plays it, that strategy of just like not really committing, using 5K and 2K super, super well, especially 5K. Nago's 5K just beats most of what Chipp could do. Nago, let me show you what's fucking annoying. I'm loading up Nago. I'm gonna show you what I don't like and what has changed. Okay? So this obviously got better this patch. So that I could actually challenge him now. Because before, this button was impossible for Chipp to deal with. Impossible for Chipp to deal with. Right? Now I could fucking... And I get a follow-up? Oh, shit. Now, and I get a meaty. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. So, yeah. Nago gets... Chipp could punish his far slash, right? But all Nago's did is replace that button with that button, right? And that's how Chipp deals with it. It's by far slashing. Right out of its range. Right? Something you can't really do on reaction. Right? You have to try to react. But as you can see, you can't really dash and far slash him when he does it. You see? You have to be like at a very specific spacing. Or 5K is going to counter hit you and he's going to get 5K Beyblade. You got to wait for the second whiff sometimes. But it's really hard when you fight somebody like Nubenheimer that he just walks up 5K, 2K buffer, 5K, 5K. Randomly you get hit with a 5K into fucking Beyblade and you die. Like, it's really scary for Chipp to like contest him a lot of the time. And then neutral control... Nago controls the neutral game. So, personally, because of 2K and 5K, just look at this 5K shit. Watch. Let me show y'all. Right? Also, like, 5K just outright, like, beats dash 2K. Right? So if the Nago is... If I'm like in the position where I could mash 2k, the 5k is gonna win. So just Nago just fucking blowing you up with 5k is just super annoying. I mean, I could write a book on fighting the Nago matchup. I want to say I'm really, really good at it. But when you fight, well, I'm telling y'all, I cook the majority of Nagos. The majority. It's not. I'm not talking about Johnny Donuts Nago. Okay? I'm talking about Nubenheimer, dude. I'm talking about Snorlax. Those guys, they play the Chipp matchup very well. And even with Snorlax, there's room for improvement. And it's still hard. You know? So, Nago just controls the neutral. And if you could control the neutral against Chipp and outdamage him and create burst save scenarios, it's fucking super annoying. The advantage Chipp has is that I could whiff punish the slower buttons. Yeah, people are like, yeah, just wait for him to 5H at high blood. Yeah. Okay, that's the one part I could assert my will against him. You know? But it's still hard. You know? And he outdamages you. Luckily, but like I said, it's close to winning. It's close to even for Chipp. But I want to say Nago wins. This is my opinion, guys. This is my opinion. This is just my opinion. We can make good arguments. I don't see how Happy Chaos is gonna be even or Chipp winning. I'm sorry. That one is definitely hard as fuck for Chipp. Okay? Jacko? Who's gonna tell me Chipp beats Jacko? Who? SSF, back me up here. Does Jacko beat Chipp? Huh? Believe it or not, Soul fucks up Chipp. Okay? At the highest level, slightly. This is like, guys, we're competing. This is like Apple. Screw Jacko. You see that? This is apples and oranges, alright? I'm talking about very minor advantages. Very minor advantages. Soul slightly wins. Okay? Yo, Carrot said Jacko beats Chipp, so we take the... That's what I'm saying, bro. That is what I'm saying. So that's at least 2. Who's gonna argue? Who's gonna argue Baiken? Who's gonna argue Baiken, bro? It's a meme at this point. It's a meme. And I'm putting Baiken over here as Chipp slightly loses. All the other Chipps want to say that shit's down here. I used to think that. It's over here. I want to say it's there. You should get shine. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Soul slightly wins, like I said. Damage output, 2k. The ability to clutch it out. Far slash being annoying as fuck. He could fucking one-touch you almost. Y'all want to say, like, Chipp wins this matchup? That's crazy. Or it's even? I don't think so. But it's close to even. Soul, Soul could be here. But I want to put him here because at the highest level, like I said, I think Soul probably wins. If we're talking highest level. You know, now Umisho is showing y'all. Umisho got second. And that's her secondary with Soul. Okay? So all you American Souls, all the Soul down players, they gotta just hold that. They gotta hold that. Soul is good, bro. All the American Souls were just not at the level of Europe or Japan. Okay? But now Soul's making that shit. Soul, Umisho played amazing at, tonight in Series E. Kind of made me wish I was a Soul main. Soul is just too cool. Love watching high level Soul. Okay. All right. Enough of this shit. All right, this matchup is over here. All right, I don't think it's here. A lot of people are gonna say that this matchup is fucking 6-4, really, really bad. I don't think it's that bad, but I think Chipp definitely loses. But Chipp could gap. Chipp could gap. What makes the matchup hard? What makes the matchup hard is Dolphin. Okay, Dolphin is fucking annoying to deal with. It's fast. It's fast as hell. Her disjoints are annoying. 5k is super good against Chipp. And just Dolphin RPS is annoying. It's super difficult to deal with. And what's really crazy, and this is really crazy, okay, but there isn't a Soul in North America that is at the level of Slash. When I played Slash at Frosty's, and we played a few sets. I was like, damn, she could whiff punish that? Whoa, he was doing all these things I didn't even know you could do with the character. It was like the first time I fought Mei. It felt like the first time I actually fought Mei for real. You know? With a really good ground game, great whiff punishes, high level execution, you know. Didn't just jump at you and spam Dolphin. You know what I mean? I have played Corey. And Corey is super good. And Corey is cooking a lot of people. But Slash is definitely at a higher level than Corey. Four-Face is not close. I love Four-Face. He plays with his heart, but he has no tech. You know, he doesn't use BRC. He doesn't know how to lab well. And that's his weakness. But yeah, Chipp loses, for sure. I mean, I could load up Mei and show you guys, but I don't think we have to. All right, Pot. Pot is up here. This matchup is really bad. Pot can't throw anything out at all. Since it's Guilty Gear, he could fucking rob you. But it's really bad for Pot. He can't move. You know? It might even be here. And it's just that the Pots in North America are not at that level. You know? But I'm going to put it up here until I'm shown differently. I literally murder Pots. It's like so free. It's crazy. Yeah, he can't. He's so free. It's for Chipp. This shit is so fucking free. Every time I see a Pot in bracket, I'm like, all right, cool. Easy. Free. But he could still random you out if he makes all the good reads. That's why it's not impossible. It's 6-4, but it's not impossible. This isn't no 7-3, 8-2 matchups. Most Pots, I feel, aren't playing at like high level where like, you know, they utilize 5K for meaties and catch fuzzy jumps well and meaty Garuda properly spaced where, you know, DP's whiff. You know, with Meter he's pretty good and Hammerfall is actually much better this patch. Hammerfall is annoying. It's just Chipp controls the neutral completely and he can't really move. You know? It is what it is. He has to make really strong RPS decisions. And he could win like that. But definitely Chipp favored. I don't think anybody would argue that. Millia is even. Millia has a bunch of things that annoy the fuck out of Chipp. Super good air movement with JS. Super good 2K that could punish Rekka 2 on block. Super good, you know, mobility, just like Chipp. You know, you can't really contest her in the air at all. Her mix is better this patch. She's really strong. She's a little slept on right now, to be honest. It's just, you don't really, we haven't seen Rat enter a lot of events recently, I think. Rat is an amazing Millia player. Lord Knight doesn't really play her much anymore, but he was really good with her. A lot of really good players play Millia. She could definitely contest with Chipp. Japan thinks higher of her than we do here. Because they favor high mobility characters. She could easily rob you with 2K2D disc. Yeah, she could punish Rekka 1 with IB2, yeah. Good buttons. Fast mobility, good you know, offense. She's good. I want to say it's a lot better than it used to be. It used to be probably over here. It's probably here now with all the buffs. Thank you for the follow, my friends. Monkey what is it? Nudist? Moodist? The monkey nudist? Okay, who's next? Sin. Chipp probably. I want to say Chipp is over here. Chipp could definitely whiff punish his ass. He can't throw any buttons out. You know. But he has good damage. He could rob you. He could force his way in. It's not Omega free. Chipp wins though, clearly. 2K could whiff punish. Let's put Bedman even. Just for fucks. I don't even know the matchup, but it looks like it's going to be even. Oh man, hold up. I gotta show you some shit, actually. Hold on. Right? 5p punish. Okay. Now what if he does... Right? Even on hit, I interrupted it. Did you see that? Wow. Character sucks. You could even do shit like... I mean, sometimes you could even... See that? The 5p? He has to do it like super early, and then when he does it super early, it's not really like a frame trap. He has to do it super tight. He could probably punish 5p, or if it's super tight, but yeah. This matchup is not great. You could punish, if he doesn't cancel it, you punish the what is that move called? Beak driver with fucking far slash. Yeah, it's not great. Yeah, I'm gonna put him over here. Chipp wins pretty bad. Faust. Chipp definitely wins over here. Faust is a matchup I've changed my mind on a lot. I used to think it was more even because I just played Apology Man, and I was like, man, Apology Man's fucking Faust was the first Faust I ever fought that actually had a ground game type shit, you know? Really hard to fucking deal with. Super strong neutral. And then I was just like, Faust is fucking even, right? And then I started learning how to really play the neutral against that character. And then my opinion started to change. And I saw the light. This matchup is so bad for Faust. Oh my god. He can't throw anything. What is he gonna do? He's gonna fucking hit you with a 2p. Spam far slash. Literally spam far slash because it'll hit his J2K. And sometimes counter hit his 2p. And whiff punish him with 2k and shit. It's free matchup. So yeah, Faust, Chipp wins. Goldlewis, Chipp wins, but it's not this bad. It's definitely like over here. He can't like... Goldlewis can't do anything. He can't whiff a button ever. He has to RPS and gamble his life away every time. It's really, you know, hard for Goldlewis. He could definitely rob you. But if you play the matchup perfect... If you play the matchup perfect, he could win. Nah, I don't think it's 6-4. It's between 55 and like 60. Chipp has the advantage, but he could rob. And if you play the matchup right where you RPS really well, you block Rekka 3, he could kill you. He could kill me in one fucking RPS choice. But it's going to be between here. It's just, can I say that this matchup feels as easy as Pot or Sin? No. Goldlewis does not feel as easy as Pot. You know? If that's the case, Pot is 6.5. Alright, so I'm moving on from Goldlewis. Stop whiffing Behemoth. Start using 2K well. Block Rekka 3. And then maybe, you know, you could fucking murder Chipp. Alright, Anji. Anji could be kind of annoying for Chipp. But I'm going to say it's even. Anji has a lot of good options against Chipp, and he could enforce RPS. He has a good damage output. His 2S can contend with Chipp in the neutral game. Jiro says that Anji beats Chipp. When I asked him, I was like, yo, Jiro, what do you think of the Chipp matchup? And, you know, he's Japanese, so I had to, like, really explain it to him. And he was like, oh, bad matchup for Chipp. Very bad. I was like, oh, shit, okay. He said it was very bad for Chipp. Now, I don't think it's very bad. I mean, I don't know. When we played, we went pretty even. But I want to say that it's... I'm just going to put it at even. He has the damage output. Spin could be annoying as fuck for Chipp. Because what does Chipp want to do? I want to whiff punish, right? If I see him whiff 2S, he could RPS with spin, protect his whiff, and then hit you for trying to whiff punish him. Do you know what I'm saying? If you were even slightly late. Spin is annoying for Chipp. But you're forced to use 5Ks and K normals, but they don't do shit for damage. And then he just fucking hits you once and does it 70%. But Chipp has the fucking advantage. 2K and 5H are really good in the matchup for Chipp. You know? 2K is the way against Anji. 2K and 5H. I like. So I'm gonna put that even. Geo, I'm gonna put even. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Okay? This matchup is over here until Geos step up their shit, dude. Until the Geos step up their shit and start learning how to use 5K, it's up here. Last patch, it was definitely over here. This patch, it's even, in my opinion, at the higher level. Her 5K outright beats Chipp's 2K and hits a little further than my 5K. And so the K normal battle, which is at the highest level, what a lot of the neutral revolves around, Geo could fuck with Chipp on there. You can't actually either, you can't jump at her either. Her close slash anti-air, her DP being able to punish in between Rekka 1 and get her a nasty conversion. Geo could hang. 2K punishing Rekka 2. 2K Sepultura punishes Rekka 2. Flip kick being un-5Pable now. You have to air throw it. So there's a lot of advantage that she now sees herself having in the matchup. Insane damage output. Insane damage output. She could deal 70% on Chipp off of a good starter. Easy. She could fucking destroy him. Okay? And we're not seeing the highest level of Geo in North America either. We really don't have that many high-level Geo players. We really don't. Just like Soul. You know, there's some that are getting close. There's Creator. Creator's super good. You know? Daze was getting there with her, but I don't think he plays her anymore. He switched to Bridget. I'm a big Geo believer. Okay? She could do it. Testament I want to put loses slightly or is even. But it is going to be kind of irrelevant whether Chipp wins or not. Because the only one I fight is Romola. You know? The only Testament I fight or I fought that made me feel like this matchup sucks for Chipp is Romola. And it's either just Romola is a god and just knows the matchup way better, or, you know, I just didn't know what to do. It could be those things, true. But most Testaments just get run over by Chipp. And they autopilot their sequences, and I 6P their far slash, and I fucking knock them down, and I win off of the knockdown. You know? 2K is good in the matchup, though, because it punishes Rekka 2. And that's all I have to say about that. I could jump her fireballs if, you know, she's not doing a good job at throwing them. And, yeah, their neutral's really strong against Chipp, though. They could control the neutral game. But once Chipp gets in, she's going to have to hold some shit, you know? I'm tempted to put her down here. But we already got so many people here that I don't want the internet to blow up. Okay? I really don't want to cause a war on Twitter for putting Testament also here. So I'm going to put Testament here. Okay, Kai. Kai definitely wins this matchup. This matchup sucks for Chipp. Okay? Kai is hard as fuck. Alright, 5K. Stun Dipper going under far slash, going under 5K. Fireballs doing somewhat of a solid job in their nuanced situations at controlling space at ranges that Chipp really doesn't fight well at. His normals having a good amount of active frames and making it good at catching backdashes. Things like his far slash is really strong in the matchup. 5K meaty is the best meaty in the game. His weak mix-up is overblown. His damage and, you know, safe play and neutral control is really strong. 5H being able to connect anywhere now is a big buff. He's kind of under the radar. When you play when I play high level Kais in Celestial and in sets, I always find that myself kind of hitting my head on the wall and being like, this matchup is so fucking hard. I gotta play so perfect, or else he's gonna take 70%, 60%. He's just gonna DP randomly, and I'm gonna die for it. It's hard. He controls the neutral, and he can rush Chipp down. But you know, it's Chipp, so I gotta also control it by skillfully outmaneuvering him. So not like Chipp can't do anything, but a lot of Chipp players struggle with Kai, and I agree. Not fun. I'm gonna put Zato over here. Chipp slightly wins. At the highest level, it's really whoever gets their shit started first. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I play Peppery, once that guy hits you and he puts you into the blender, you might have lost. Even if he was almost dead, if he gets positive bonus on you, you might have lost. It's really hard to block. And he does the same shit Chipp does. That's why he has no health. Volatile, the Dr. Doom of this game. You know, Chipp has good options against him, like dash against his 2K2D. I could do a dash throw OS where I dash up and I try to throw. And if he does oppose, I just automatically throw him. If he does anything else, I just block. Far Slash is good in the matchup. 5K, great in the matchup. But yeah, Zato has the tools to control neutral, and if he gets a hit, he could snowball and win. So I don't think it's horrible like a lot of Zatos say, but I definitely think Chipp wins it a little bit. All right, and we're looking at the last one. We're almost done. I'm gonna put this one over here. That Major Tom, I need your opinion. What can NA Enos do to catch up to Daru? In my experience, NA Enos need to play more of a grounded footsie game and be okay with zoning with antidepressant scale. When I see Daru play, he uses antidepressant scale a lot. He's just throwing fireballs with Eno and making his way in very slowly. You know? He's really good at that. And I don't think the American or the North American Enos play that type of game as well as him. You know, we have like Don, who's really, really, really good. He used to fuck me up. And so I think Eno is a little underexplored or underutilized in the current set. Our best Enos don't believe in the character, you know. But she could come out and rob anybody. She's unblockable really on reaction. You just have to fuzzy guard and hope for the best. I think that about covers it. This is really bad. This is Chipp definitely wins. Clearly. This is Chipp wins slightly. You know. If you play the matchup right, you're gonna cook them. This is even. Let's put I'm gonna put that over here because it's funnier. Chipp loses really bad to Bedman, guys. Calling it now. Yeah, so Leo even, Ram even, Millia even. Yeah, I don't like these. I don't like the other matchups. I want to say Chipp loses slightly too, but it's close to even. So yeah, this is the matchup chart. My opinion changes on this shit all the time. I used to think this was over here. It may be even, but it could be Testament favorite at the highest level. But yeah, this is about it. This is my opinion. Take a screenshot. I'm gonna take a screenshot and tweet it right now. Let's see if it starts a war. I hope it does. Because I'm out for vengeance. Alright, tweet sent. Rip my mentions, bros. Rip my mentions. The definitive Chipp matchup chart.